Oh, baby! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in, baby. Welcome in, chat. Woo! Oh! Oh! Let's go! Oh! Oh! Let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome in as we get ready to rock and roll here with a little bit of asphalt racing. Something we normally don't do, but you know, it's always nice to mix things up, Chad. It's always nice to mix it up just a little bit, and here we are. We're back on the asphalt. These drivers ready to rock and roll here once again. We're ready to set these drivers back loose here for another wicked night of racing action. Man, two big races. The Bluegrass iRacing Series Dash for Cash underway here as the NASCAR Trucks head out onto the racetrack here. We got some big names in here. We got some great racers out there. We see some 3-4 wide battling already, some beating and banging out there. These guys are already ready to rock and roll here and put on a great show here for us once again. This is going to be a lot of fun. Yo, Johnny, Mr. Thunder's coming in. Johnny Thunder's coming in, smashing that like on the stream. What is good, Johnny? What is good, my boy? How the heck are you? How the heck are you, my boy? How are you? How you doing? How's everyone doing tonight, man? I hope everyone's having a wonderful Saturday evening. I hope everyone's ready to, rock and roll and let loose and have some fun out here as these guys look to put on another great show for us once again. Another big race and another awesome night of racing action out here is what we're looking for, Jet. It's exactly what we're looking for. We're getting all the streams set up and everything else. I do believe everything is good over there on the Bluegrass racing side of things as well. Bluegrass is looking good over there, so that's good. That's working. Everything seems to be working well here. If we can get over to our creator studio over here on Facebook. Why does that not want to work? Come on. Oh. Interesting. Come on, Meta Business Suite, get with me here. Oh, yeah. Woo! Woo! Oh! 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 Man, this is going to be good. This is going to be fun. On to me. Woo! Watch. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Practice has come to a close here. We're going to get ready to set these drivers loose. They're going to jump out onto the racetrack, and we're going to get ready to set them out here for some wicked racing action here. As qualifying underway, the 88 ride, the Flex Motorsports machine, out onto the racetrack here, looking to put down a quick lap time. Yo, Richard Graham, my boy Richard coming in, showing the love. Eric coming in with that heart reaction as well. Let's go, fellas. Let's go. Welcome in as we get ready to rock and roll here, man. This is going to be a ton of fun. This is going to be a lot of fun. This shared over to the Bluegrass Racing page as well. Definitely want to get that shared over there to those boys. There we go. Yo, Randy Clark. What is good, Randy? What is good, my boy? What's good, Randy? How you doing, homie? How you doing, my boy? Coming and showing that love as well. Smashing the like on the stream. Let's go. Let's go. Woo! It's qualifying in full swing here, Jack. Qualifying underway. Woo!
Let's go.
Right now, it's the 42 rider, Ed Osborne, with the quickest lap time in that VFP Incorporated number 42 ride. He's leading the way here at the top of the speed charts. See Adam Lancaster in the 17 ride. Austin Allen out there as well in the 8 ride, the Ford Performance Machine. Wes Wingard out there as well in the 88 ride. See John Kinder in the 82 in that Ghost Face number 82 machine. Matt Grenier out there. Cody Burrell out there as well. Jonathan Atkins out there in the 17 ride. A good group of cars here. A lot of fast cars. Woo! Whiskey sour. Woo! Yo, Bobby Hall! Mr. Hall coming in with the like and the share. What is good, Bobby? Bobby coming in with that like and the share. What is good, my boy? What is good, homie? How you doing? Bobby coming in showing the love, smashing that like and share. Woo! Oh, 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 oh. Hour whiskey sour. Hour whiskey sour. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting everything set up, ready to rock and roll. We're going to get ready to set these drivers loose here as qualifying coming to a close here. We're going to take a look and see who our quickest driver is out here on the racetrack, as there's a lot of fast cars out here. There's a ton of quick drivers in this field, and right now it looks like Adam Lancaster with the quickest lap time. Ed Osborne in second. We see Chaz Cormier out there. Jazz looking good in the 16 machine, trying to get a quicker lap time here. Let's see if he can move forward. Currently in 8th, and he's going to stay right there, almost identical lap time. See Bobby Hall Jr. out there as well. Bobby Hall looking to have a good run. We see RS Center out there, Mr. RS Center in the 10 ride. Bill Miller out there. TJ Hanley out there as well. Jared Mogard. Woo! Man, we got a good field of drivers, chat. We got a good field of cars out here in this one. This is going to be a ton of fun. This is where the action is. This is where all the fun stuff is going to happen here tonight. Don't worry about the NASCAR trucks that are racing right now. Don't worry about anything else, as there's the 94 ride. Bobby Hall Jr. to the top of the speed charts with a quick time to the 94 ride. Bobby Hall with the quickest lap time here in qualifying, looking to pick up the pole position here in this one. Jared Mogard sliding into position number 4 in the 00. Mogard looking pretty good out there as well. She drives me wild. She puts in my eyes. Woo! Oh! Oh!
Let's go!
Let's go, chat! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you guys know what to do. If you're just tuning in, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button. If you're watching over on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Jump in here, show these drivers some love. Let's see who you're cheering for. Jump up into the chat. Let's see who you're cheering for out there on the racetrack. Let them know. Let them know, chat. Let them know who you're cheering for. Let's get it, baby. Yo, Drayton Smith coming in, cheering on Bobby Hall Jr. Bobby Hall with that quick lap time here in qualifying, looking very good. See Michael Cole still waiting to jump out there. There's Cole jumping out onto the racetrack. It's Cole in the, what is that, 726 ride. We see Justin Winters out there as well in the 7 machine. So Winters out there looking to have a good run. Still waiting for James Silvers, Brian Terry, and Nick Mills to jump out onto the racetrack as well. So still a few drivers left to jump out here. Yo, Wes coming in. Wes coming in with that like on the stream. Odelski! Odell, Mr. Odell Gaming coming in with that like on the stream as well. What is good, Odelski? What is good, my boy? Woo! Man, this has been some great action already, man. Like, just some fast lap times, man. I don't know how these guys can get around in these things, man. I am slow as can be. If I ever get behind the wheel of one of these things, tell me not to, as Justin Winters jumps up into position number 2 here on his second qualifying lap, in Winters up into position number 2. What a lap time right there. About 1/100th behind Bobby Hall Jr. for the top spot here. Him and Adam Lancaster, almost identical lap times. Ed Osborne there in 4th. Jared Mogard in 5th. And we see Jonathan Adkins, John Kinder, Austin Allen, Cody Anderson, and TJ Handley rounding out our top 10 here in qualifying. Brian Terry jumping out onto the racetrack now as Terry in the number 13 machine. Looking to have a good qualifying effort here. One of the last drivers to jump out. We're still looking for James Silvers and Nick Mills to jump out here as well. Woo.
Let's go!
Yo, Phoebe. Phoebe coming in, smashing the like on the stream as well. What is good, Phoebe? Phoebe cheering on. Mr. Bobby Hall says, woohoo! Good luck, Bobby Hall Jr. Good luck to Bobby as well. Bobby, I don't know if he needs it, man. Bobby is fast. Bobby is very, very fast out there, man. A heater of a lap time. Picking up that pole position as of right now. Only a few drivers left to qualify. Well, he may be able to lock that down here as we're going to get ready to go green flag racing in a few more moments. Woo! Oh! 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 Oh, man, this is going to be a good race, chat. We don't get to jump out here and do the pavement stuff very often. I'm glad we started to get more and more into it over the last couple weeks here. The last few weeks, we've been jumping back into it and, getting locked and loaded and ready for some more, pavement, asphalt, oval, road course racing instead of just the dirt stuff. It's cool to kind of expand the horizons and expand myself, learn some new things, and try to just get better on all fronts. That'll be dirt and or asphalt. Take a little bit from both and try to work it together and just make something absolutely beautiful here on PeaceMaker Gaming. And I'm glad to be a part of the Bluegrass iRacing series here for their Dash for Cash, another Saturday night here with the Bluegrass drivers, and I'm excited to put on another great show for each and every one of you as we're going to get ready to go green flag racing here in just a little bit. We still have James Silvers and Nick Mills that haven't qualified yet. I'm not sure if they're going to jump out onto the racetrack or not, as we believe the time is starting to run out here. They only got about 30 seconds left, so I don't think they're going to be able to get a lap in time. So it looks like Mr. Bobby Hall Jr. is going to be picking up that pole position here. Him and Justin Winters are going to be starting side by side here on the front row. Wig and yes, Wes, I got to try to always remember that. Wig and I'm glad you jumped in here and gave me the heads up again. I'm glad you got that. Good luck to you as well, says Phoebe. Absolutely. And good luck to Wes as well. Good luck to all of these drivers, man. We look forward to seeing some great racing action as we're going to get loaded in here. We're going to get ready to put these drivers into the sim, and we're going to get ready to go green flag racing here in just a few more moments as they get loaded up into the sim. We're going to get ready here for our starting lineup as they get loaded in down here on the front stretch. We can get a good angle of these rides down here. I don't know if we're going to get one or not. Nope. Man, they need to add some more angles to all these. Yeah, they definitely need some more angles out here, chat. They need some more angles for all these cameras. We need to try to figure out how to make our own or something. All right, as we're going to get ready here for our starting lineup, starting on the pole in this one. In the 94 ride, you see him right there. In that 94 machine, that is Bobby Hall Jr. To his outside in the 7 ride, that is Justin Winters. Starting inside a row number 2. In the 17 ride, that is Adam Lancaster. And to his outside in the 42 machine, that is Ed Osborne. These drivers start to roll around the racetrack. We see our 5th place starter here in the number 00 there. That is Jared Mogard. To his outside in the 17 ride as well is Jonathan Adkins. And we see drivers like Austin Allen back there in the 8 ride. TJ Handley. In the 08 machine, John Kinder there to his inside in the 82. Cody Anderson in the 42 machine there in the 10th position. Bill Milner to his outside. James Allen, Cody Verrill, Chaz Cormier, RS Center, Matt Grenier, George Jewell, Brian Terry, Wes Wiggend, Michael Cole, and Nick Mills rounding out our field here. We did not see Nick Mills take a qualifying lap there, so that Mills Insurance ride starting at the back of the pack. Tough break there for him, and James Silver's not jumping out here to start this race as we got them stacked up, and we're going to end all the anticipation with our feature presentation as we're green flag racing here from Chicagoland Speedway. Bobby Hall Jr. out in front, Adam Lancaster in tow. Lancaster right down against that white line, and he's looking to take the lead here from the 94 ride down the backstretch. Getting a little bit of a draft there out of the 00. A good shot right there is the 00. Now looking underneath of him, Jared Mogard right there sliding into position number 2 as Adam Lancaster takes this lead away quickly in this one, going from 3rd to 1st in the opening lap as he leads lap number 1. You see Mogard there using that very flattish looking, what you want to call it there, the apron around the front stretch as this white line you can pass down there on the apron. Sometimes that is the quickest way around, sometimes it's not. So we'll have to see these drivers throughout the evening using it or not using it, and we'll see who can hit that just absolutely perfectly right and make up some ground as we see a great battle here at the front of the field as Mogard trying to find a groove down here on the bottom side. He's going to get underneath a Lancaster. Lancaster is going to exceed that lead here. He's going to give it up. It's the 00 rider, Jared Mogard, showing a lot of speed early on in this one. The go hard or go home machine out in front here as Jared Mogard leads the way. Adam Lancaster right there in second. See the 7 rider, Justin Winters there in 3rd. John Kinder there in 4th with Ed Osborne rounding out our top 5. Jonathan Atkins there in 6th, battling side by side with the 94 rider, Bobby Hall Jr. as Bobby Hall unfortunately sliding back ever so slightly here. That 94 ride all the way back into 7th position. Had to get onto the binders there a little bit as the 17 ride just barely cleared his front nose right there. You see the 99 of James Allen right there behind him. And that X-eyed Napa Tools number 99 ride. Bobby Hall may lose another spot here. Cody Anderson right there in position number 9. Chaz Cormier there in 10th. TJ Hanley in 11th. Austin Allen right there beside him in that 12th position. Matt Grenier there in 13th. Bill Milner in the shock eye number 34 ride there in 14th. George Jewell there in 15th. Center there in 16th with Michael Cole, Brian Terry, Nick Mills, and Wes Wiggend. Rounding out our top 20 here, we see Cody Verrill, unfortunately down pit side here early on for the 8 ride. The RCR number 8 machine getting back out onto the racetrack, but he's going to go down a lap. So our first driver going down a lap in that Rowdy Energy Kyle Busch paint scheme number 8 machine. Going down a lap early on in this one. I'm not sure what may have happened there to the 8 ride, but that's a tough break for him going down pit side as Jared Mogard continues to lead the way here. Mogard mowing down the field here and starting to open up more and more of a lead here. 3/10 now between himself and Adam Lancaster. Lancaster has Justin Winters still right there behind him, and a good run from John Kinder as Kinder there in position number 4. Osborne trying to stick right there with him as well as he's our 5th place driver, but he's got a mirrorful of Jonathan Atkins as Atkins up into position number 6, and Bobby Hall Jr. unfortunately still sliding quite a ways back here as that 94 ride continues to fall back more and more and more as these guys put on a great show here for us. We're going to quickly, there we go. Tough break there for that Toyota Tundra number 94 of Bobby Hall Jr., our pole sitter, unfortunately sliding quite a ways back now, just hanging on to a top 10 here, trying to find some extra momentum, trying to get back into the swing of things, finding that groove as the 94 ride back in 10th, trying to find a way back around the 42 ride of Cody Anderson. Man, a good run early on so far for Jared Mogard. As Mogard out in front, Adam Lancaster right there in position number 2. Justin Winters there in third. John Kinder and Jonathan Atkins now up inside the top 5 as he's made his way around. Ed Osborne, as Osborne sliding back there into the 6th position. As James Allen there behind him. A little bit of drafting going on, a little bit of nose-to-tail racing, not a lot of side-by-side action as we do see another driver. R.S. Senator, unfortunately, he had to make a pit stop as well. He had to come down pit side. He's currently a lap down out there on the racetrack. 88 ride of Nick Mills, the last car on the lead lap, as Senator and Cody Verrill, unfortunately, down pit side, and still no James Silvers out on the racetrack. As Mogard still out in front, but Adam Lancaster is not letting him get anywhere here, as Lancaster sticking right there with him. Not letting that 00 ride pull away. Justin Winters right there as well as the top 3. A little bit of a split there. A few car lengths between Jonathan Atkins now, as Atkins down to the inside around John Kinder. Kinder going to come back down the racetrack here. Slide in front of the 42 and try to hold on to that top 5 position as the 82 ride just concedes that 4th place spot to the 17 ride, as Jonathan Atkins took him a little while to really get those tires warmed up, get that car in the swing of things here. Fell back a little bit at that initial green flag start, but here he is making up a lot of ground. He's got that 17 ride pointed in the right direction and headed towards the front of the field. He's in 4th and looking for more here in that 17 ride. Jared Mogard still out in front, as Mogard doing a great job here. That go hard or go home Chevrolet, as he continues to lead the way. The American flag up there on the lid, as see the 17 machine right there trying to hunt him down. Adam Lancaster doing everything he can, trying to track down this 00 ride. As you can see, it is that 94 ride of Bobby Hall Jr. getting back around the 42 of Cody Anderson. So move Bobby Hall up into 9th here, as he's going to start to work his way closer towards the front again here. Finally got that car settled down, finally got it moving here, and looks like he's going to start to try to pick him off and try to work his way back up towards the front after our pole sitter fell all the way back to the 10th position in the opening laps. Trying to make up some more ground now, has the 16 ride of Chaz Cormier there in front of him. Has his eyes set on that 16 ride, trying to catch up to the front pack here. He'd be looking to try and pick up a few more positions and not fall as far back as what he did. Cody Anderson there in 10th, Mac Renier in 11th. We see TJ Hanley in the 08 ride in that TH Designs Scott Papers number 08 machine. George Jewell there in 13th. Brian Terry here in 14th, with Wes Wigand there in position number 15, as Wigand to start at the rear of the field here in that Flex Motorsports ride, and he's got a lot of ground to make up here. He hasn't really worked his way through the field too quick here. Let's to see if he's going to play a little bit of strategy, see if he can get something. As we see one driver up into the wall, it's the 8 ride of Austin Allen. Allen gets up there, pancakes that outside wall. Little bit of damage, doesn't look like too much debris falling off that truck. Looks like we're going to keep it clean and green. But man, a tough break there for the 8 ride as he pancaked that outside wall. Bill Milner still there behind him. Senator back there as well, but Senator unfortunately a lap down. So isn't Cody Verrill in the 8 ride, as Jared Mogard continues to lead the way. We're going to jump into a quick PeaceMaker Gaming Crank It Up. So crank up that volume and cheer on your favorite drivers. flag pit stops underway here. Our race leader, Jared Mogard, already came down pit side, got some work done to that 00 machine as green flag pit stops underway here. We'll have to see how this all cycles out. The 00 ride pitting early here, a little bit sooner than everybody else. We see Adam Lancaster, our current race leader, still staying out there on the racetrack. He was in position number 2, so 17 ride now going to come down pit side, so we'll have to see this 17 ride, how he can come down pit side here and get some work done to that machine. As see a bunch of them here. You see Bobby Hall Jr., Mac Renier, Cody Anderson, James Allen all down pit side as well. Ryan Terry, Bill Miller, Michael Cole down there as well. Wes Wigand. A lot of drivers parked down pit side. You see the 94 ride of Bobby Hall Jr. He's going to head in there. You're going to see that car get jacked up here. There it goes. So a tire change here for the 94 ride as well. I wasn't sure if we were going to see some fuel-only pit stops or not. It looks like we're going to stay right there with a little bit of tires and some fuel, and these drivers are going to get back out onto the racetrack as the lineup getting all mixed up here. We'll have to wait and see where that puts the 00 ride of Jared Mogard, as Mogard out in pit stall first here, so we'll have to wait and see where it all stacks up. We see Nick Mills and Justin Winter still down park side. They're currently in first and second, but may see Jared Mogard take that lead back away. There it is, Mogard back out in front. So as we cycle through here, looks like a big advantage here in this one, as he is now Mogard out in front over the 17 ride of Jonathan Atkins by about 1.8 seconds here. See the distance right there, about a corner. 1.8 seconds between Jared Mogard and Jonathan Atkins now here in this one. Atkins has TJ Handley right there behind him. A good run here by Handley as he's worked his way up into third there with a little bit of strategy. Lancaster back into fourth here. Lancaster, I'm not sure what happened here for Lancaster, but he is way back there in that fourth position as Mogard has a huge lead over the rest of the field here. Mogard's got a stranglehold on him as you see James Allen there in fifth. John Kinder right there behind him in position number 6. Ed Osborne in seventh. Bobby Hall Jr. right there in the 8th spot. Mac Renier in 9th. And George Jewell there in the 10th position. As they go around, I do believe Cody back down pit side as well. We see Justin Winters. If they're on the racetrack, these drivers are unfortunately a lap down, so isn't Mr. Senator there in the 10S ride, or yeah, the 10S ride, I do believe. For the 110, here it is. The 110 in the Studio 10 Wraps ride. Unfortunately, a lap down as well. We see Wes Wigand there as well, as Wigand trying to find a way around these guys right in front of him as he's trying to work his way up inside the top 10. He's got Cody Anderson right there in front of him and Chaz Cormier as well. The lap down car, the 110 ride of Mr. R.S. Senator there in position number 20 in that mix, as well as the 88 ride. Up to the outside here, that 42 machine trying to make that pass on the high side. We'll have to see how that works out for him as Jared Mogard continues to lead the way here. Mogard out in front now by about 2.3 seconds as he continues to stretch his lead over Jonathan Atkins, as Atkins trying to stay there with him, but man, that lead is getting absolutely ate up here as he continues to stretch his lead out. You see the 17 ride has a pretty good gap between himself and the 08 ride of Handley, as Handley back there in position number 3. He's about 2.5 seconds back of Jonathan Atkins, about 5 seconds back of our race leader. He's got the 17 ride of Adam Lancaster right there on his back bumper, so a good battle brewing here for position number 3 as Lancaster down onto that apron. Some of these drivers use the apron, some of them don't. Some of them think it uses up maybe a little bit more tire wear running down there on that apron, but it's going to pick up a little bit of extra ground, a little bit of shorter way around the racetrack in Lancaster. And the Lancaster Transmissions number 17 ride going to take position number 3 away from TJ Handley. John Kinder now up into position number 5 as he's worked his way around James Allen. So Kinder up in that 82 ride into position number 5. He's working his way closer and closer to the front as they start to reel in that 08 of TJ Handley. James Allen sticking right there with them. Ed Osborne, that VFP Incorporated number 42 ride there in 7th. And Bobby Hall Jr. in that Earl Shop Hall Racing number 94 ride in position number 8. Matt Grenier right there behind him. So a good battle brewing here for 7th, 8th, and 9th. Can almost throw in James Allen into that battle as well, as Allen right there in front of him. And the 08 ride of TJ Handley unfortunately sliding back here. You see a little bit of front end damage on that 08 ride as well. You got to think that may start to play a role here. The 08 ride is concave that front nose in just ever so slightly, and that may play a little bit of a role as Bobby Hall Jr. here on the high side. You see the 7 ride in that mix as well. A lapper there. Justin Winters, unfortunately, a lap down in the 7 ride. He's right in the mix of that battle, as well as Bobby Hall Jr. going to pick up another spot there. He's going to work himself into 7th as he marches back up towards the front of the field. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are just tuning in, make sure you guys all hit that like button, hit that share button, and hit that follow button if you're watching on Facebook. If you're watching over on YouTube, hit that subscribe button and, show that love. Jump up into the chat and cheer these drivers on as they put on a great show here for us as the laps continue to count down. The 00 machine, the mean machine out in front here. Jared Mogard continues to lead the way. Mogard in the 00 out in front, man, and he is really starting to click these laps off in a quick concession, running some great lap times, continuing to pull away from Adkins back there in 2nd. As see that top chart starting to shuffle around a little bit. It does look like the 17 ride, our 2nd place driver, pitting early here, Jonathan Adkins, maybe using a little bit of strategy in the 17 ride. Gonna head down pit side, gonna get some early service here, as maybe he wasn't gonna make it to the final few laps here, last 15 laps. He may not have made it on fuel, so he's gonna come down pit side, get that car fixed up, get it repaired, and he's gonna jump back out here with some fresh tires. We'll have to see where that's gonna stack him up. We'll have to see if everybody else has to come down pit side as well, as it's going to allow Jared Mogard to open up a 4-second lead over Adam Lancaster, as Lancaster goes around the 21 ride of Nick Mills. That's Mills, who's unfortunately a lap down there in 16th as he chases down that 00 of Jared Mogard. Mogard just trying to run a perfect race here. 00 took the lead away early on in this one. Only took him a couple laps after starting back in 5th. Jumped up right behind Adam Lancaster, took the lead away from Bobby Hall Jr. Lancaster led a lap or two, and then Mogard got around him, and from that point on, he hasn't looked back. Seen a few other drivers lead some laps under the green flag pit stops. See James Allen, who's been able to get back around John Kinder, as Kinder back into position number 4 here. See Matt Grenier. Grenier's been able to get back around Bobby Hall Jr. as well. The 110 ride, unfortunately, a lap down for, I believe that is the lap car of R.S. Senator, I do believe. So he's worked his way back around the 15 machine. We see some more drivers headed down pit side now. Bobby Hall Jr. down there. We see Ed Osborne just getting done his pit service. He's rolling back out onto the racetrack. We saw TJ Handley come down pit side as well. We'll have to wait and see where all these drivers stack up here once this second green flag pit stop cycle comes to a close, as Jared Mogard continues to lead the way. Troy says, I'm watching. Go Wes. Let's go, Troy. Let's go. Watching Wes. I love it. I love it. I love to see it. Love to see you up there cheering on Wes, as Wes trying to continue to work his way closer and closer towards the front here. Maybe playing a little bit of strategy here out of that 88 ride, as he's still out on the racetrack in that Flex Motorsports ride, but may still have to make another pit stop. You see Adam Lancaster staying out there, as well as our race leader headed down pit side here. Jared Mogard getting some service done to that machine. He's going to get rolling here once again. Gonna head down out of pit lane here. He's got to follow this apron all the way around to corner number 2 here. We may lose a little bit of ground here on this. Little bit of a speed build up to that blue cone down there in corner number 2. He's allowed to jump back out onto the racetrack here. We'll have to see if anyone stays out, if anyone tries to make it the whole way here, as John Kinder there in 7th down pit side. We see Wes Wiggin down there as well now, as Wiggin down in getting his car service. Maybe a fuel-only strategy there for the 88 ride. We see the 16 of Chaz Cormier down pit side as well. Is Jonathan Atkins, who was our second place driver there before those pit stops started. He's now back into 8th, but he's right behind who was our race leader. Mogard right there, our race leader before this green flag pit stops, coming in early, maybe paying off, as Jonathan Atkins is right there with them now, about half a second, so we cleaned up about 2 seconds on that pitting early strategy for Jonathan Atkins. So we'll have to wait and see if he can hang with Jared Mogard, or Mogard can continue to pull away here. See Mogard already trying to get around some more of these drivers down to the inside here of the 99 ride. He sees the 34 right there in front of him as well. He's going to split him, go up to the high side from the bottom side. The 00 showing some good speed. You see Jonathan Atkins getting tied up now. He had to get onto the binders there as he's side by side with the 99 ride. The Adam Lancaster out in front though, our race leader right now. Lancaster, not sure if he's going to try to go all the way, as you see the 00 ride of Jared Mogard going to go around him here. That's going to put Mogard back onto the lead lap, so we may see some fuel strategy coming out of the 17, but he's very slow on the racetrack, and unfortunately it's not going to work out for him, as he's going to come down pit side and get some service done to the 17 ride. That's going to forfeit the lead now to the 99 of James Allen, as Allen now out in front leading that lap. You got to imagine that these drivers maybe trying to save some fuel, but 5 laps to go. We'll have to wait and see how much they've stretched it out, if they can make it to the end, or if they're going to have to come back down pit side. It's going to come right down to the wire here. The 99 machine doesn't look like he's going to make it, as he's going to come down pit side as well. He's going to get that truck woed up. So a tough break there for James Allen. See Mac Renier down pit side as well. Cody Anderson not going to be able to make it. We'll have to see. It may be Michael Cole out in front here now in that 726 ride, but looks like Michael is going to head down pit side as well, and I do believe that is going to forfeit the lead back to the 00 ride of Jared Mogard. So that's exactly what he needed. He needed to see that strategy completely play out. He needed to see all these drivers come down pit side, or else it wouldn't have worked for him, as James Allen down there on the inside sees our race leader go by. See Jonathan Atkins unfortunately sliding back farther and farther away from Jared Mogard. Mogard has those fresher tires, and now out to a 3-second lead here as he takes that lead back away. It's Jared Mogard finishing off that pit strategy back out in front and continuing to pull away from the rest of the field here. Once again, down across the start-finish line. We're going to see 3 more laps left to go. 3 more laps here for that number 00, as he continues to lead the way, continue to keep that ride out in front. Pit strategy coming into play late in this one, as the 99 ride of James Allen up into 3rd here. He's got some pressure tires. He may be able to stay out in front of Adam Lancaster for position number 3. We see Bobby Hall Jr. there in 5th now as well. John Kinder in 6th. George Jewell there in 7th, with Nick Mills to his inside in the 21 ride. R.S. Senator there in 9th, with Ed Osborne in position number 10. As Osborne battling side by side there with Senator, as Senator in the 110 machine right there, falling back now to 11th as Matt Grenier's able to work his way by him there as well for that 10th position. Wes Wiggin there in 12th, Cody Anderson in 13th, Chaz Cormier there in 14th, Austin Allen there in 15th, and Cody Burrill there in 16th, Michael Cole, Brian Terry, Justin Winters, and Bill Miller rounding out our top 20 here. TJ Hanley, unfortunately, already off the racetrack. And James Silver never taking the green flag. But as we've seen the white flag fly here, down through corner number 3 and out of corner number 4. It's all the double zero ride of Jared Mogart, as Mogart is going to pick up the first checkered flag of the evening. Mogart getting it done here quickly in this one, a 5.5 second lead over Jonathan Adkins, as Adkins coming home in second, and Bobby Hall Jr. coming home in third, as James Allen sliding back to fourth, and Adam Lancaster back into position number 5. So Bobby Hall finding another gear late in this one, gets the 94 ride. Our pole sitter back up into the top 3. What a run in, what a race here. But man, give it up for Jared Mogart, as Mogart in the double zero ride getting it done. He definitely went hard, and he's not going to go home quite yet, as he's going to burn it down here at Chicagoland Speedway, picking up the checkered flag in our first Dash for Cash race here on the Bluegrass iRacing Series. Saturday night racing presented by PeaceMaker Gaming, myself, and the Bluegrass guys putting on a great race, and Jared Mogart picking up that checkered flag. Man, what a run and what a race for that double zero machine. Woo, chat. That was a little thrilling out there, man. These guys put on a heck of a drive. A great race for us right there in that one, man. We saw some good fuel strategy. We didn't see any wrecks. We didn't see any crashes. We saw a couple drivers, unfortunately, get up into the outside wall. We saw some drivers with some issues. But, man, at the end of the night, 50 laps of hard-fought racing, side-by-side battles, only running a couple inches off of each other, and we see them go clean and green for 50 laps around Chicagoland Speedway. And when the dust settles, it's that 0-0 ride of Jared Mogart picking up the checkered flag here at the Chicagoland Speedway facility. What a race and what a run, as we're going to get ready to pull our race winner up into the broadcast booth here. As to wait and find where Jared Mogart is in this Discord. We're going to pull our race winner in our top 3 up here, as our second race is about to get underway here in just a few more moments. These drivers are going to get loaded in. They're going to get ready to go to battle here once again for our second race as well. We got 2 races, 2 big races coming right at you, man. 2 great races coming up in just a few more moments. Woo, man, what a show. What a show. What a race right there, chat. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to pull them up here into the broadcast booth. Jared, my boy, you got a copy?
I got you, buddy. You got me?
I do. Jared, man, oh man, oh man, what a run, what a race, man. It didn't take you very long after starting in position number 5 to jump up and take this lead away. And from that point on, man, you never really looked back, but fuel strategy coming into play late in this one. Were you sweating a little bit out there, man? Were these guys making you work for it, as it looked like you were very, very smooth out there right from the drop of the green flag, and didn't look like you had to work all too hard out there?
Yeah, I mean, it probably looked pretty easy. I mean, there wasn't really much challenging, but I was a little worried there. They were pretty close to, I think, maybe trying to stretch it on one stop, and I mean, as you probably knew, I was pretty committed to the 2-stop strategy there. So I was a little worried that maybe someone would try and stretch it, and I'd maybe get burnt there a little bit. But yeah, it was a good run. Felt like I burnt the right front off there the first run. And then decided to shorten up them last 2 stints there a little bit. But yeah, it was a good race. Flag to flag. The fuel mileage deal, the way they got it set up, it adds a nice wrinkle to it. I like it. It makes you try and guess the right strategy.
Absolutely, man. Definitely keeps you on your tippy toes, as it was keeping us on our tippy toes right down to the very end of this one. But with about 4 laps left to go, we saw, 3, 4 drivers there at the front of the field come down pit side. They weren't going to be able to make it down across the start finish line here, without running out of fuel. So good to see them come down pit side. Runs out that fuel strategy, that fuel window there for them. It gives you that lead back. You have the 17 ride who, after that pit stop, that final pit stop for yourself, he wasn't too far back behind you. He gained a couple seconds pitting early, but, with those fresher tires and everything else, you were able to pull away from him more and more and more. And here you are down in victory lane with a 5.5 second lead advantage coming across the start finish line, man. A great race and a great run here for yourself. A wicked fast truck out there, and parking it up here in victory lane's got to feel pretty dang good.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I kind of committed to two tires there for the final stop, and then last minute I decided to do four, so I think that helped a little bit as well. But yeah, it was a good run. I just got to thank Chris Titus. He paid our entry fee for this deal tonight, so shout out to the old boss there for hooking us up, and everyone for putting on this deal. It's kind of cool that you can come run and do something a little different, two races, and maybe try and win a little bit of cash. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So thanks to everybody for putting it on. I buy power computers, TDS internet, asus monitors, twitch race reports, you for doing the lead or doing the broadcast. This is a fun group of guys to race with, so hopefully we can keep going here at Talladega, and hopefully there's more to come.
Absolutely, my boy. Well, hopefully we'll see you back up here on the broadcast booth in a few more moments after the Talladega races. I'm sure you're definitely going to want to be, up towards the front of the field in that one, trying to pick up this big payday, the big check at the end of the night here. As I know that that car after this performance, man, seems like you're on the ball here tonight, and I'm sure we'll see you up there at the front of the field here at Talladega as well. But man, what a lucky dog racetrack that is, and one incident, one mistake from one driver in front of you or anywhere around you can take you out of this thing in a quick hurry. How are you going to head into this next race, and how are you going to plan for, all the, unforeseen things that could happen there at Talladega?
Yeah, I had a race last night at Daytona, and I got caught up and everything. So hopefully, I got the bad luck out of the way last night. But I don't know. Just try to ride around here a little bit again with the fuel mileage or the fuel situation. Just kind of ride around, try to get in on and off a pit road with without getting ran over or running anybody over, and just try to be there right at the end, and hopefully hopefully we're there with the lead pack there on the final run, and just like you said, just hopefully we got a little bit of luck on our side, and make it to the finish line.
Absolutely, my boy. Absolutely. Well, man, a great race and a good run here. We look forward to seeing you here on the next one, and hopefully we'll talk to you back up here in the broadcast booth in a few more moments.
Yes, that's the plan. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a good one. Good job, and great race.
Thanks.
Let's go!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for our race winner, the 00 machine, as Jared Mogard picking up the checkered flag, man. What a run and what a race there out of the 00 machine, man. What a run. Yo, Troy, Kettler, Troy Kettler coming in, smashing that like on the stream. I'm awful with last names. If I killed that, Troy, I do apologize. Bobby Hall coming in. P3, baby. P3, Bobby. What a run, man. What a recovery after the opening laps there, my boy. A great run and a great way to finish that one off. And great drive back up through the field late in this one, man. I didn't think you're gonna have a chance there for a little while, but right there at the end, you found your way back up and snaked your way through. Yo, Daddy's got a race. Daddy's got a race coming in, hitting that sub button over there on YouTube. Daddy coming in, showing the love, smashing that sub button. Welcome to the PeaceMaker crew. Welcome to the PeaceMaker family, my boy, coming in, smashing that sub button. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys do exactly what Daddy's got a race did. Hit that sub button if you guys enjoy any type of racing action, as we're going to get ready here for our second race of the evening. But first, we're going to pull in our second place finisher, the number 57 ride, Jonathan Adkins. It's Adkins coming home here in position number 2. We're going to pull him up here into the broadcast booth once we can find him here. Where is Jonathan Adkins? There he is. He's in the staging lane area. Okay. Let me see here. We'll just jump into this channel. It's a little bit easier. There we go. Hey, Jonathan, it's Aaron up here in the PeaceMaker broadcasting booth. You got a copy?
I got you.
Jonathan, my boy, what a race, what a run there for yourself, man. As that car was looking very, very fast, very slick out there, but that fuel strategy coming into play as we didn't see a single caution flag. We didn't see any real action happen out there on the racetrack, just some good, hard racing. And here you are at the end. You try to pit, you try to short pit it a little bit early. It seemed to work out for you as you gained a couple seconds there on Mogard, but right there at the end, it seemed like he just pulled away from you there. What did you have to do a little bit differently to maybe find that extra little gear to jump up there and battle with that 0-0 ride at the end of this one?
I don't know. He was pretty quick the whole time, practice, qualifying, heats, all that. I mean, or in their main. Uh, just I wasn't very good at saving my tires there, so I knew I couldn't make it in one stop on fuel, so I said, well, let's just kind of split it up as even as we can and go like hell and see where we end up. And he pulled away a lot there at the end, but he had probably 5 or 6 lap fresher tires on that last run, so that's all we could do.
Absolutely, man. Well, still a great race, a good run, man. That car was looking fresh out in front, leading some laps, and doing what you need to do. And here you are, parked in position number 2. Still gonna feel pretty good, be in that second spot with so many great, talented drivers right there behind you, nipping at your heels, and some great racing action out there as well to get things kicked off for the evening.
Yep. Anytime you can come out with a top 5 with that talent level, it's good. And then taking it over into Talladega, that increases the odds and lets me kind of relax a little bit and try to run to the end. So see what we can do.
Absolutely. Absolutely, my boy. Well, Jonathan, congratulations on the second place run here in this one, my boy. Who would you like to thank for such a strong performance out there at Chicagoland Speedway?
Yep. Think Shock Eye Performance, Shock Eye Designs, Miller Family Trucking, Wotel, um, Studio 10, and my smoking hot wife.
Beauty. Well, Jared, good race. Good job here in this one, man. Coming up one spot short, but hopefully we'll see you back out here for Talladega, and hopefully we'll see you back up here in the broadcast booth, and maybe one spot better up in Victory Lane.
All right, 10-4. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for our second place finisher. That number 17 ride of Jonathan Atkins as he comes home there in position number 2. A great run and a great race right there for that 17 ride. I know it says 57, but he was running the 17 ride, I swear. As we're going to get ready to pull our third place finisher in here real quick, it's Mr. Bobby Hall Jr., our pole sitter, coming back up through the field here, coming into position number 3. A great run and a great race right there for that 94 ride as Bobby Hall Jr. jumping up into position number 3 as we're going to pull him up here into the broadcast booth for his post-race interview. Hey, Bobby, it's Aaron up here in the PeaceMaker broadcasting booth. You got a copy?
Hey, Aaron, what's up, my man?
Not much, my dude. Bobby, a great race, a great run here, man. We saw you with that very quick lap time, picking up the pole position to start this race, but man, you kind of fell back in a quick hurry there. It looked like you were just trying to hang on and kind of get your bearings there as that 94 ride slid all the way back in the 10th position. Then slowly but surely you started to pick him back off, and then right there at the end, you're able to jump back up and around Adam Lancaster and James Allen and slide that 94 truck back up inside the top 3 here and pick up that final podium position, man. Take us back through this race and, the highs and lows here and how you adjusted to be able to come back from that earlier, falling back through the field.
Yeah, I don't know what happened on that. Apparently my arc on the start was just really slow. And once they got below me, I'm just like, well, just let them go. I'll ease my entries, save my right front for the longer run. And then once I fell back to 10th, truck didn't feel like it had any speed. But then I started picking them off. And I figured I'd run a full fuel run in the first stent. And the second stent, I short pitted and took 2 tires at the end, which made the truck a little bit freer, which might have hurt me just a little bit. But I noticed I was picking them off one by one, and the leaders, they were gone. But I managed to catch 6th, 5th, and 4th right there in those last few laps, and got it. I mean, I'll take it. Finish the race, no carnage.
Absolutely, man. That's the big thing. No carnage, and that's exactly what we're looking for here at Talladega. Is a good solid top 3 run is what you're looking for. Makes it a little bit safer, where you can play a little bit safer of a game there until late in the race at Talladega. But we see a lot of carnage there. I'm sure we're going to see quite a bit once again here in this next race. But a good top 3 run, a good solid drive and rebound for yourself in this one at Chicagoland. Bobby, who do you want to thank for such a great race and strong performance out of that 94 ride?
Yeah, I think Team Flex. Tonight it's me and my teammate Wes Wiggin. Earl Shop once again, Hall Racing, PeaceMaker Gaming for the broadcasting, Bluegrass iRacing series, Mr. Jason Collins for putting us together. The fans in the stands is what I say, watching and commenting if they are. And my competition. I mean, hopefully we can back it up again in this race, but we never know.
You never know with Talladega, that is for certain. Well, Bobby, one thing we do know is you got a great finish here in this one. Coming home there in P3. Congratulations, my boy, and hopefully we'll see you back up here in the broadcast booth after this one, and hopefully we'll see you up here maybe a couple spots better in Victory Lane.
Hopefully. If so, I'm going to blame it on the logo.
There you go. Exactly. Well, so far you're off to a pretty good start with that PeaceMaker Gaming logo on the car.
Thank you.
Have a good one and good luck.
Hopefully put on a good show.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for Mr. Bobby Hall Jr. As Bobby coming home there in position number 3, man. What a run, what a race for Bobby Hall Jr. right there. As we're going to get ready to jump into our next session here, chat. We're going to quickly turn the webcam off. We're going to get ready to jump into the next session. We got to quit out of here. Yes. No, we're not going to save that. Dash for Cash Talladega. Our truck. I got an update, apparently, for Talladega. 3 megabytes. Oh, my gosh. Like, what's the point of having to update 3 megabytes? Like, look how quick. Like, that's ridiculous iRacing. Come on. Come on now. They're going to make me update that. 3 megabytes. What do they do? Add 1 white line? Cheapers. Bluegrass, baby. All right. There we go, chat. There we go. We get loaded up and loaded in here for our second race of the evening, as we're going to head off the virtual Talladega Super Speedway for our second race of the evening. Talladega, always such a treacherous racetrack, always, anything can happen out there in these ones, man. Anything can happen at Talladega. One simple mistake, one bad run, one bad line, and all of a sudden, you can tear up a lot of cars in a quick hurry. We only get one quick repair in these races, so these drivers are going to be right on the edge of their seat. They're going to be making sure they try to keep their cars as clean as possible, as you don't want to use up that quick repair too early. You want to save that for late in the race. You want to save that for way down the line and hope that you never have to really use it. But we all know Talladega, we're going to be using that. We're going to be using that quick repair probably at least once throughout this race. There may be only a couple drivers that may not have to use it if they play safe, play a little conservative at the back of the pack, or you may see some guys that stay right up at the front and stay out of the carnage. But I think we're going to see a lot of side-by-side racing, right from, the top 2 spots all the way back through the field. I think maybe, the top, the bottom 15 drivers or so may not run it. Anyone past that 15th position may kind of slide back a little bit, play a little bit more conservative, play a little bit, safer racing out there. But, man, anything can happen. Anything can happen at this racetrack. That is for dang certain. All right, as we got unloaded back in, they're going to get their practice session underway here. They're going to get some practice quickly. They're going to jump out onto the racetrack. They're going to make sure that their cars are locked in, loaded, and ready to go here, as we're going to jump into a quick little PeaceMaker Gaming. Break it up here. We're going to get a little quick little promo video in real quick. All right, as we get a little bit of crank it up here. It's practice still underway. These drivers getting tuned up and ready to go here, ready to put some great racing action on for us. We're going to step aside here and get some sights and sounds here at Talladega Super Speedway. So crank up the volume and cheer these guys on as they get their practice session underway. You see a couple drivers spinning out, going around there at a corner number 2. Oh, man. Denrod with a big hit right there. I don't know what he just smucked, but we're going to play it back here real quick. And, oh, he hits the 17 ride of Jonathan Adkins. Oh, just smashes him. Oh, man. Wowzers. All right, that's what happened out there. ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the time is running out here for this practice session. These drivers are going to get loaded in and ready to go here for qualifying in just a few more moments. Bill Miller still out there in the 34 ride, looking very good out there in the 34 machine. Currently in that 9th position. Matt Grenier out there in the 15, currently in 12th. We just saw Adam Lancaster go for a wild ride. He's currently the fastest car here in practice. Practice is going to come to a close, and we're going to get ready for a little bit of qualifying action. So these drivers are going to jump out onto the racetrack all by their lonesome for their qualifying efforts here at Talladega Super Speedway. These cars are getting ready to roll out here onto the racetrack. We see Wes Wingand out there as Wingand in the 88 ride, one of the first drivers out. We see Justin Winters coming out as well in the 7 ride. John Kinder in the 82. Ed Osborne in the 42 right there as well. James Allen, Austin Allen coming out. A lot of fast cars, but right now we're going to have to wait and see as these drivers start to build up some speed, some momentum. They're going to get ready to build up here and get ready to put down their quickest lap time as possible around Talladega, as this is Talladega Super Speedway. Yo, Kevin Odelski. Kev coming in, smashing that like on the stream. What is good, Odelski? What is good, my boy? Odell coming in, showing that love, is smashing that like on the stream. What is good, my boy? What is good, homie? How the heck are you, Odell? Listen, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you guys came here for a show, well, here you go. As these drivers get loaded into the sim, we get ready to set them loose here for our qualifying efforts in this one, as they're going to get ready to start rolling around the racetrack here in a few more moments. We're going to get ready to go green flag racing. I do believe 50 laps the distance and a little bit more money on the line here. Some big bucks up for grabs here for the driver that wins the race, and the top drivers in the 2 race point series here for this Saturday night Dash for Cash with the Bluegrass iRacing series, as we get things underway here for our second race of the evening. Kev says, I just woke up from a nap. How's the stream, Kev? You know the stream is always a banger, my boy. You know she's always a banger up in here, homie. You know we're always ready to rock and roll. So we're going to get ready here for a little bit more racing action, man. This has been a good night so far. We saw a wicked race at Chicagoland, and we look to have another big race right here in this one. So we're ready for the action. We're ready to see these drivers go to battle. Yo, Jason Collins, my boy Jason coming in, showing the love. What is good, Jason? How you doing, my boy? How the heck are you? Woo! Oh! Oh! Wes Wingand currently with the quick time here in qualifying. Ed Osborne in second. Austin Allen in third. See George Jewell jumping up into third. James Allen back into fifth as Brian Terry jumping up into position number 4 in the 13 ride. Adam Lancaster out there. John Kinder out there in the 82 ride as well. Justin Winters currently in 9th. Chaz Cormier in the 16 machine looking to have a good run. Matt Grenier. Bobby Hall Jr., our 3rd place finisher at Chicagoland, rolling out onto the racetrack. We see Kenny Wayne Eck out there as well in the 22. Woo! Oh, this is going to be fun, Chad. This is going to be fun. We're going to see some wicked racing action here around Talladega Super Speedway. A lot of fast drivers and a lot of good trucks here. Going to go to battle, duke it out in this one.
Let's go!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, qualifying coming to a close here. Qualifying about done here. A couple minutes left for these drivers to jump out onto the racetrack and get their qualifying laps in as we're going to get ready to go green flag racing in just a few more moments. Talladega Super Speedway. Here you go. You came here for a show. We're about to put it on for you right here in this one.
Mami, ¿qué más? Hay algo en ti que me tiene mal. Una belleza que me quema. Cuando vaya, la nota me estalla. Mami, ¿qué más? Hay algo en ti que me tiene mal. Sé que anda puesta para el problema. Dale, guaya, que yo te doy falla, falla. Deja que los cuerpos hablen. No hace falta más. Sí, ya muy bien tú sabes lo que iba a pasar. Tú me pones la mente a volar. Quiero sobrepasar los límites de tu figura, bajar por tu cuerpo y llevarte a las alturas. Tenerte sería una experiencia religiosa. Este maón es otra cosa. Sigue peleándome así como si el mundo.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome in as we get ready here for our second Dash for Cash race of the evening. Presented by Bluegrass iRacing Series. These drivers getting ready to go to battle at Talladega Super Speedway. Qualifying coming to a close here, and we're going to get ready to set them up, load them in, and get them going here for our A main feature event as these drivers starting to load up down here on the front stretch. Woo! Oh, man, we're in for a treat here, chat. We're in for a treat tonight. Talladega, the home of our second Dash for Cash race. And this is going to be a great race right here, a good run. All these drivers, if it's anything like the first race of the evening, this one's going to be even better. right, ladies and gentlemen, starting on the pole in this one, in the 88 ride, that is Wes Wingen to his outside. In the 42 ride, that is Ed Osborne. Starting inside a row number 2 in the 5 machine. In the Natty Daddy number 5 ride, that is George Jewell to his outside. In the 17 machine, that is the Shock Guy Motorsports number 17 of Jonathan Atkins. Starting in position number 5 in the 13, that is Brian Terry into his outside. In the 6th position, another 17 ride, that is Austin Allen. Starting in position number 7 in the 71, that is James Allen into his outside in the 3rd 17 ride of the race, and that is Adam Lancaster in the Lancaster Transmissions number 17. Starting inside a row number 5 in the 15 ride, that is Matt Grenier into his outside. In the 82 ride, it's the Ghost Face number 82, that is John Kinder. Starting in position number 11 in the 7 ride, that is Justin Winters into his outside. In the 726 machine, that is Michael Cole. Then we see the 16 ride of Chaz Cormier, Bobby Hall Jr. there in 14th. The 110 machine of RS Center. Starting in position number 15 with the 00 ride of Jared Mugard, our race winner at Chicagoland, starting to his outside in position number 16. Starting inside a row number 9 in the 21, that is Nick Mills into his outside. In the 34 ride, it's the Shock Eye ride of Bill Miller. And then we see Cody Anderson in the 42, starting in position number 17. Cody Verl there to his outside in the 20th position. We see Kenny Wayne Eck in the 22 ride. Unfortunately, having some issues here getting that truck rolling, as we're going to get these drivers stacked up and ready to go. Green flag racing here in a few more moments. We believe the lights are turned off. That official iRacing pace car. It's going to make the hard left-hand turn down pit side, and we're going to get ready to set these drivers loose. Looks like 20 drivers taking the green flag here, as Kenny Wayne Eck unfortunately taking the 22 ride back down behind the wall. Some mechanical issues taking the 22 ride out of this race early. So we got 20 cars getting ready to go to battle here at Talladega Super Speedway. 50 laps to get it done here. Anything can happen as we get them locked in and loaded here. That pace car going to make the hard left-hand turn, and we're going to get ready to set them back loose. Out in front, Wes Wiggin and Ed Osborne lead us down here to the green flag. They're going to go through the iRacing Geico restart zone here. They're going to wait for that flag man to drop the green flag and set them loose here, as Wes Wiggin, our race leader, is going to see that green flag fly, and we're going to go green flag racing here from Talladega Super Speedway. Wes Wiggin leading us down here into corner number 1. Ed Osborne up there on the high side as these trucks start to get under speed here. We're going to see them start to build up a lot of momentum down this backstretch. The draft going to start to come in to an effect here. To see some bumps and everything else. We see one driver drop down to the inside. That is the 5 ride of George Jewell, playing it safe here quickly. Jumps from position number 3, that Natty Daddy number 5 ride, decided, you know what, I don't want to be up at the front of the field here this early in the race. I'm going to let them get up here and duke it out at the front, as the 42 ride of Ed Osborne jumps down the racetrack in front of Jonathan Atkins. The 42 is going to lead lap number 1 here, but not so quick. Here comes a pair of 17s up there on the high side. They're going to drag race back to the start-finish line. It's the 17 ride of Austin Allen leading lap number 1. My mistake. That high side coming with some big runs and a big drive right there as Austin Allen jumps up and leads lap number 1. Adam Lancaster right there behind him Lancaster getting some good shoves. You see the 82 ride of John Kinder right there as well. Kinder's going to dive down to the bottom side here. Ooh, she's getting tight. You see the 17 ride of Adam Lancaster now down low. You see the 110 ride of RS Senator jumping up there onto the high side here. Believe that 17 out to dry, but he's got no help there behind him. That high side starting to fall apart as the bottom side starting to come a little bit more conformed down there as they're starting to line up and starting to pull ever so slightly out in front over our leader of that second line. Austin Allen trying to battle back here though. Now has a little bit of extra help. James Allen. I don't know if that's his brother or his dad or just a coincidence that they both have the same last name. I have a sneaky suspicion that somehow or another they got some sort of relation. Allen's up there on the high side trying to take this lead back away. The 17 right of Austin Allen. James Allen right there trying to jump up and clear the 17 right of Adam Lancaster. Lancaster in position number 3. West Wingen there now to the high side of that Flex Motorsports butt kicker number 88 ride. He's up there on the high side. You see 82 with John Kinder having a great run here as well. Kinder having a great run down there on the bottom side of the racetrack, up inside the top 5 here. He looks to have a good race here in this one, trying to keep that 82 truck clean and green. Oh man, West Wingen just barely cleared the front nose there of Ed Osborne. I'm not sure if Osborne might have had to get onto the binders ever so slightly there as the 88 ride came down the racetrack and barely cleared that 42 ride. That could have been a big one. You see a few drivers playing a little bit safer here at the back of the pack. You see Bill Miller back there. Bill Miller back in the 20th position. He's got our race winner from Chicagoland just a few moments ago back there, as well as Mogard playing it safe here early on in this one for the 00 ride, just trying to stay out of it. So we do see a little bit of white smoke right there. Oh, it looks like Kenny Wayne Eck, the 22 ride, unfortunately coming down pit side here, locks it up, spins that truck around. No caution flag though. We're going to keep on rolling, but 22 truck, unfortunately, not having the run he needed here in this one, having a tough break to start this one out. It's Adam Lancaster in the 82 ride still hooked together here, pushing that 17 machine back out in front. So Lancaster leading the way as you see them 2-3 wide right there behind him. It's the 21 ride of Nick Mills way up there trying to get that third line going. He's got the 42 ride of Cody Anderson right there giving him a shove. I believe that is the 8 ride of Cody Verrill right there, as well as Verrill trying to find his way up towards the front. Jonathan Atkins unfortunately sliding back. The 17 truck, our pole sitter, sliding back to about the 10th, 11th position on the racetrack here. With the 13 ride right behind him of Brian Terry. See Michael Cole in that 726 ride right there at 13th. Chaz Cormier there as well in the 16 ride. Bobby Hall Jr. still trying to play it a little bit safe here. He's sticking right with that lead pack, but really not trying to work his way up through the mayhem that may unfold at any moment at the front of the field here as they continue to battle 2-3 wide. 21 ride still trying to make that third line work as they're 3 wide here at the front of the field. A big shove coming from the 42 ride. It's been a great battle here in this one. Some great racing action as Lancaster just trying to hold these guys off, and the laps continue to click off as a pair of 17s and a 21 up there. 3 by 3 by 3 at the front of the field here. What a show, what a race so far these drivers have been putting on for us. They see a lapper there on the bottom side. They're not going to be able to avoid him. Man, it's miraculous how good this high side is side traveling. That high side with only 3 trucks in it, still sticking up there with them, still hanging on. We're going to jump up into a PeaceMaker Gaming Crank It Up. So crank up that volume and cheer on your favorite drivers as we're going to crank it up here on PeaceMaker Gaming. Jason says the Allens are cousins. Okay, Jason, thank you for that one. Thank you for that one, my boy. That's a good one to know. That's a good one to know.
Let's go!
Yo, Lonnie, what's good, Lonnie? What's good? Bubba coming in, smashing the like. Lonnie coming in with that like and the share. What is good, fellas? How you guys doing? Coming in, showing all the love. Man, some great racing here as we're just in the middle of our crank it up session here at Talladega Super Speedway. All right, is the caution flag coming out for the first time this evening. First caution flag coming out, and it looks like it is James Allen, unfortunately, getting caught up in this one. The 99 ride, unfortunately, going to go around, and the caution flag going to come out here. Take a look and see what happens to James. Has a little bit of contact there. He tries to come up the racetrack here. Looks like some contact with the 13, sends him up into the 110 ride. And the 110 go for a little bit of a spin. Doesn't look like too much damage to either ride, but enough that that's going to hurt us. That's the 110 ride, I do believe, of, let's see where that is. That is RS Center, as we'll play it back just a little bit here. Get a different angle on this one right from the cockpit here of RS, as just gets tagged and hard into the 13 ride. So a couple good hits there for the 13 machine as well. So a couple drivers getting collected there. Bill Miller out there as well, still doing what he needs to do. I do believe it was the 13 ride of, let's see here, who was that 13 machine? Not the 5 ride. It is Brian Terry in the 13 ride. In that Terry Brothers Racing ride, the TBR machine, unfortunately getting a couple big hits there. Pretty heavy damage, some serious damage there. You see the 16 ride having some damage as well. That's Chaz Cormier right there behind him as all these trucks back down pit side here. Luckily enough, as we were going to get ready here for some green flag pit stops soon enough. So it's cool to see that, you know, these guys get their first caution flag to be able to get some work done. The 34 truck overdriving his pit stall right there. Going to have to get some more work done to that thing. Jared Mogard getting some service done to his ride. They're going to drop it down off the jack here in a quick second, and he's going to let loose here in the 00. Maybe, maybe not. Chaz still out there as well. Chaz, his truck's not even turned on, so serious repairs happening there. Jonathan Atkins getting back out onto the racetrack. Ryan Terry still parked down pit side. Jared Mogard now under fire. So we'll get them stacked back up. We'll get ready to go back to green flag racing as out in front, Adam Lancaster continues to lead the way here. That Lancaster Transmissions number 17 machine out in front, leading the way, showing these drivers how to get it done. Once again, man, Lancaster seems like he's the ringer of these super speedway races. The last time we were here, we saw that the 17 ride actually before he was the 88, and man, he was showing some good speed, had some good runs. Unfortunately, got caught up in a couple wrecks, but Lancaster seems to always find his way up towards the front of the field late in these races, so good to see Lancaster having another good run here up at the front once again, leading some laps. I'm sure he'll be a factor here all evening long. You see that Ghostface Brewery number 82 ride of John Kinder there in position number 2 at Osborne, and third Wes Wingand there in position number 4. Austin Allen there rounding out our top 5. Bobby Hall Jr. started to make some moves there in that 94 ride. He's worked his way just up outside of the top 5 here, so the 94 starting to put some work in here as well, getting himself up into position. Justin Winters there in 7th. Michael Cole there as well. Cody Verrill. Well, James Allen there in 10th as we see more drivers heading down pit side, maybe trying to top up their rides with some more fuel here. Fuel strategy may come into play here as well. We may see some good green flag laps, and fuel strategy that extra little bit, making sure these cars are all topped up and ready to go, may be the move here. We'll have to wait and see. All right, as we got these drivers stacked up, ready to go back to green flag racing, the lights are turned off. That official iRacing pace car, Adam Lancaster, John Kinder, leading us back down to the Geico restart zone here at Talladega Super Speedway. Kinder has been basically on that back bumper of Adam Lancaster right from the drop of the green flag. We'll have to wait and see if maybe a little bit of strategy playing out here. If Lancaster is going to jump down to the bottom side quickly once he clears that 82 machine, they may get stacked back up, nose to tail, and see if they can pull away. Not pull away from the field, but keep this field at bay as everyone's been right there ready to pounce. The Talladega Super Speedway, known for the big one, these big wrecks, these massive crashes. We may see a couple more here before the night is through. Hopefully a couple of those drivers that were caught up in that first wreck will have their cars fixed up and ready to go back. I do believe the 99 ride back out there hopefully still has his quick repair. So doesn't the RS ride of Mr. Senator. A lot of these drivers hoping to have some good runs and just keep their cars clean here as we're back to green flag racing, and exactly what I thought was going to happen. 17 ride getting a big jump there over that Ghost Face Brewery. Rims one. I don't know what the rest of that says there on the front of it, but the 82 ride of John Kinder will let the 17 ride come right back down in front of them. They're going to get lined back up, nose to tail here. A good push up there on the high side, though. Bobby Hall Jr. giving a heck of a shove to that 88 machine of Wes Wiggin. Teammates in that Flex Motorsports rides. The front of the field here as, man, Bobby Hall with a great run. Bobby up inside the top 5 now. They're being deep in this one, and quickly see James Allen in the 99 getting up there as well. We see one driver, the 17 machine of Adam Lancaster, coming down pit side. I'm not sure what happened here to Lancaster. The 17 machine going to come down pit side here. We see Chaz Cormier coming down as well. Not sure what might have happened here. Is our race leader making unexpected pit stop here under green flag conditions? Actually, no, it looks like he just bailed out of it. He's not even going to stop. He's going to roll down through the pits. A little bit of a pass-through penalty or something there for the 17 rod of Adam Lancaster. That is not what he's going to want to see. He's going to want to see a quick caution flag come out here. He may be at risk of going a lap down. No draft back here for the 17 rod. There's no one around him as he comes down the backstretch and tries to get that truck under full speed here. See, our race leaders are going through the front straightaway, so he's about half a track behind, and these guys are going to be running about 10 to 20 miles an hour quicker than what that 17 ride will be. So too many green flag laps. They're going to catch him in a quick hurry, and that's the last thing he's going to want to see. We'll see the 22 ride of Wayne. Kenny Wayne Eck, unfortunately, with some damage still on that 22 ride, coming back out onto the racetrack as well. See that 16 ride of Chaz Cormier, unfortunately now down a lap. He's down pit side. Adam Lancaster out here all by himself. A lonely sight to see here. No one else in the picture, but soon enough our race leaders will be coming up behind him in a quick hurry if he can't get that caution flag, as he's going to try to stay at pace with them for as long as possible. Hope that something happens and that one of these caution flags come out. Get him caught back up to the rear end of the field here, but he may not get that lucky. Wes Wiggin out in front. John Kinder right there in second. Kinder to have a great pushing truck here. That truck seems to be very good pushing the car in front of him, and Kinder showing exactly why he's in front of the field. To the 94 ride of Bobby Hall Jr. unfortunately sliding back here now with 94 ride up there on that third lane, sliding back in a quick hurry. He's gotten shuffled out, and he's going to fall back into about the 14-15 position. He's going to stay right up there on that high side. May be a blessing in disguise as they may start getting a little bit more race here at the front of the field here. Starting to become a one-lane racetrack down around the bottom as our top 4 or 5 trucks try to clear that outside lane. Wes Wiggin out in front here. Wiggin leading the way. John Kinder right there on his back bumper. Kinder having a great run here once again. You see Ed Osborne right there in third. The 8 ride of Cody Verrill out there having a good run in position number 4. Austin Allen hold on to 5th right now as he has Justin Winters to his inside. Allen having a good run. You see his cousin right there behind him in the 99 ride. That is James Allen, who was just unfortunately collected in the only caution flag we've seen here all evening long. He's caught up in that one after some hard contact with the 13 ride of Brian Terry. Brian Terry kind of got into him, sent that 99 truck up the racetrack into the car that's right behind him. That's the 110 ride of RS Senator. Unfortunately, he did some pretty heavy damage there as well, so good to see him back up inside the top 10, and they're still looking very racy right there. Currently in that second and third spot on the outside lane, looking very good, and you see the 13 a couple trucks behind them. George Jewell having a good run in that 5 ride. You see the 15 there behind him, Mac Grenier there as well. Cody Anderson with a good race. The 42 ride there, they are going to make another pass there. That's the 22 ride of Kenny Wayne Eck. Unfortunately, still having some issues here in that 22 ride. I don't know what's been wrong with this 22 ride all evening long. Right from the initial start of this one, the 22 ride's had some issues, almost like he's playing mouse and keyboard or something. Doesn't have a steering wheel in that truck, as it's been a little bit all over the place. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys have been tuning in, though, and you guys enjoyed the show, let me know what you guys think as we get another race at the front of the field here, as here comes the Allen cousins. Austin Allen up to the top of the speed charts here once again, as Allens are going to take the lead once again. The 99 ride with a great shove there to the back bumper of his cousin in the 17 as Austin Allen takes the lead away, and the 99 ride says, you know what, I might not be done. I'm going to try to jump up to the high side here, and it's the Allens side by side here at the front of the field. A big shove there on the back end out of Cody Anderson, as Anderson up there having a great run here as he's pushing that 99 truck to the front of the field. The 110 machine of RS Senator sticking right there with Austin Allen down low. You see the 88 ride of Wes Wingand. Unfortunately, didn't have a choice in what happened there. Got passed up on the high side. A big run and a great run still from that high lane here, as you see John Kinder now jumping up there as well. He's going to jump in behind the 13 machine of Brian Terry and going to try to push this outside lane to the front of the field. Here comes Bobby Hall Jr. in the 94 truck as well, and here comes Justin Winters. A little bit of contact, a big one. One driver way up into the air, and the caution flag gonna come back out. Probably the red flag here as RS Senator with some huge damage there. I don't think Adam Lancaster got collected, but RS Senator unfortunately with some massive damage. See who else is collected here. You see the 34 ride getting slowed up. James Allen looked to be the first car to go around in the 99 ride. Cody Anderson with some pretty heavy damage as well. So our front drivers unfortunately having some issues here. Take a look back and see what happens as our second caution flag here of the evening. Our second caution flag all night long. Coming out here in this one, we'll take a look and see what happens, as looks like it may have been the 110 ride, but looks like the 42 just gets onto the back bumper right there. The 99 spins the 110 up into the outside wall. The 21 ride nowhere to go. Fortunately, Cody Anderson goes around RS Senator with some massive damage on his ride. The 21 and Nick Mills getting some pretty heavy damage. The 99 ride getting collected in the second wreck here, or second caution flag. The 99 ride has been right in the middle of it for both of those. For James Allen, a tough break for him, as we're going to jump right on board here with this 110 ride and see what he sees as. On the bottom side, going to get clipped in the right rear here. Spun right into that outside wall. Gets stuck right in there. Then the 21 ride comes in and absolutely crushes him. Sends him up through the air there, as we'll jump right on and take a look from the 21 of Nick Mills' machine here. It's woed up, and then unfortunately, right there on the high side, nothing he could do. You see the 99 truck still spinning out, 42 truck as well. Cody Anderson as Anderson down pit side. A lot of these drivers now back down pit side getting some repairs done. You see Brian Terry still some huge damage to the 13 truck as well. Gonna try to get that car fixed up and get some service done to it. He's trying to get it pulled perfectly into the pit stall there. There we go. They finally get that jack underneath of it. Some pretty heavy right-hand side damage for the Terry Brothers Racing ride. 99 ride right there behind him. That's James Allen. Looks like he's gotten a quick repair done to that machine. You see Adam Lancaster right there behind them. Lancaster, unfortunately, back in the 18th position. I do believe he's still on the lead lap, but had to take an unscheduled trip down pit side. Started that first restart and still trying to make up for it here. All right, so Wes Wigand out in front here in the 88 truck leads the way. Justin Winters out in position number 2. John Kinder in 3rd. Matt Grenier in 4th. Jonathan Akins, Bobby Hall Jr., Austin Allen, Bill Miller, Cody Verrill, Ed Osborne rounding out our top 10 here in this one. So we'll get them stacked back up, re-racked, and ready to go back to Green Flag Racing. Just a few more moments. So we're going to get another quick word in here from our sponsor, WJM, coming on board here. All right, as we're ready to go back to Green Flag Racing. Wes Wingand out in front here in the Flex Motorsports number 88 ride. Justin Winters there to his outside. We got him stacked up and ready to go back to Green Flag Racing. The lights are turned off, that official iRacing pace car. And we're going to get ready to set them loose here once again. All right, as the field heads down the Talladega front stretch tri-oval right here, we're going to head into the Geico restart zone, and we're going to get ready to go back to Green Flag Racing. The green flag back out in the air here. The 88 ride with a good jump trying to jump up and clear the 7 machine. The 7 ride of Justin Winter is going to try to jump back down to the bottom side, trying to open up a hole there to get around the 88 machine. Going to have to fall in line as Winters right there in position number 2. Matt Grenier up into 3rd, and here comes Bobby Hall Jr. The big shove is Wes going to get split here. Maybe the 88 truck just barely going to stay out in front of the 7 ride, but man, what a shove up there on the high side. The 17 machine of Austin Hall giving a heck of a run and a heck of a shove there to the 94 machine of Bobby Hall Jr. as we're going to get a new race leader. Bobby Hall out in front here in that number 94 machine. Bobby Hall leads the way in the 94 ride, but the 17 now to his outside, trying to find a way to get up and around. Bobby Hall to take this lead away here. He's going to get it done as a good shove from Ed Osborne coming there. Doing a great shove to that number 17 ride and pushing him out to the front of the field here as got about 17 more laps left to go here in this one. Still a lot of racing action, still a lot of action to unfold here. Anything can happen late in these races. You can see these trucks shifting, bouncing around here, getting a little bit all over the place. The 99 truck still with some damage, staying out there, still running some good laps there. And 99 machine right back up into the mix of things here. James Allen not going to back down one little bit here. Austin Allen out in front. James Allen back in the 5th position as he's going to try to look right into the middle here of our front 4 cars as he's going to go right down the middle side here. Looks like a big run coming from the 17 ride of, I do believe that is Adam Lancaster back up inside the top 10 here, as well as Lancaster unfortunately slid back and taking that green flag pit stop there as pass-through penalty. The 17 ride was lucky to catch that little bit of a break there, get back to the rear end of the field. He's right back into the mix of things as he's jumped already up inside the top 5, and he's not done yet as he's sticking right there. Austin Allen, James Allen up there on the high side, Bobby Hall Jr. down low here, but look at the 88 truck. Wes Wingand, unfortunately, Wes gonna come down pit side now. Not sure what's happened here to the 88 truck of Wes Wingand, but he's down pit side. Looks like he's going to get some work done to this 88 ride. Not too sure why he's headed down pit side, but they're going to get some work done to it. He's going to do a quick little pass through here. Interesting. Out in front, Bobby Hall continues to lead the way. You see that 3rd line starting to build up here once again as the intensity starting to build. This guy's starting to get a little bit of intensity built up. Yo, Eric Barrett coming in, showing the love. Let's go. Bobby cheering on Bobby. Josh Schaefer coming in, smashing that like on the stream. Josh coming in, showing that love as well, hitting that like button on the broadcast. How are you boys doing here tonight? Yo, that man Stan coming in, showing the love over on Kick. What is good, Stan? What is good, my boy? Ladies and gentlemen, let's get it as these drivers coming down to the wire here. We see a great 3-wide battle, and it's Cody Verrill up there on the high side. Our 3rd lane coming into effect here late in this one. The 8 machine going to take the lead away here from Austin Allen. As the Allens right down the middle here. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like they have a whole lot of help. Bobby Hall Jr. down there on the bottom side as Bobby trying to stay side by side with that RCR Rowdy Energy number 8 ride. As the laps continue to click off here. We're going to see 15 more laps this time by the start-finish line. So 15 more full laps here. PB cheering on Bobby Hall. Bobby having a great run and a great drive, but man, things can end in a quick hurry. One bad corner, one mistake, one slip up, 1 inch too far by any other driver out there could cause disaster, and we may still see our big one. We already saw one car go airborne not too long ago. And unfortunately, I believe R.S. Senator still off the racetrack. He's taking that ride right down pit side. The 110 machine done for the evening as he's parked that ride back down in the garage after going airborne in a lot of heavy damage. Knew that he was not going to get that car back out onto the racetrack, so a tough break there for the 110 machine of RS Senator. See Wes Wingand after that pass through. I'm not sure if that was a penalty or not, but he is a ways away back here as he's headed down the backstretch right now, about halfway down. Our race leaders are headed down into corner number 1. So he's a little bit less than half a track behind the rest of the field here as they're coming in a quick hurry. They're going to be hunting him down and trying to put that 88 ride a lap down, as I'm not sure why Wes had to come down pit side, but no matter what, that is a tough one. The 88 machine of Wes Wingand as he had to head down pit side and have that unscheduled pass through there as battle at the front of the field continues the battle here side by side. The RCR number 8 ride up on the high side. The Flex Motorsports number 94 down on the bottom side. The Earl Shop number 94 down low here, trying to stay out in front, getting some good shoves there by Adam Lancaster. As Lancaster right there in position number 3 or 4 as he's side by side there in that second lane as we're side by side here throughout majority of the field. Saw our race winner from Chicagoland back there still. The 00 rider, Jared Mogard. We haven't seen him really jump up through the field. He's been kind of hanging back here at the back of the pack. So isn't that 34 ride of Bill Miller. Jonathan Adkins has been back here as well. Both these drivers, all these drivers kind of playing a little bit safe here. Just waiting for their moment to strike, waiting to kind of figure out when they need to go here, when's the best time to try to work their way towards the front of the field, and that time is going to be coming here in a quick hurry as the laps continue to click off, this time by lap number 39 of 50. So 12 more laps left in this one. So as we're going to get ready here for the final 12 laps, we're going to jump into our final PeaceMaker Gaming. Crank it up. Crank up that volume and cheer these drivers on as the intensity continues to build. We're going to jump into a quick crank it up. Pit stops underway here. These trucks head down pit side for their green flag pit stop. See majority of the field. We only saw the 8 ride of Cody Verrill staying out. The 94 of Bobby Hall Jr. and the 7 ride of Michael Cole staying out on the racetrack here. That's kind of not what they wanted, as they would have wanted to come in here as a group. All these drivers coming in together. See them all jumping back out onto the racetrack after getting some fuel quickly into their trucks to make it down to the end, as looks like Adam Lancaster going to be the first truck out of pit lane here. Austin Allen there in second, Cody Anderson in third, Brian Terry in fourth. Then we see James Allen in the 99 ride. Jared Mogard starting to make his move towards the front there after a good pit stop, as that 00 ride up inside the top 10. As now we see Bobby Hall, the 8 ride, and the 726 head down pit side by their lonesomes here. We'll have to wait and see where they stack up here once this field comes back around under speed here, as they're stacked up in 1 and 2. Adam Lancaster and Austin Allen out in front. Cody Anderson with a great run now up there as well in that third spot here in this group. Brian Terry there in fourth. And then we see James Allen and Jared Mugard up there in 6th and 7th, as they're going to start working their way around some of these other drivers. See the 8 ride still down on the apron here. Not to wait till the backstretch, get around this blue cone here. See our race leaders now going to jump up in front of him, as the 8 ride unfortunately not under full speed. You also saw Bobby Hall Jr. sliding back there as well. He doesn't have anyone there to draft with, and that's going to be the big thing, as it doesn't look like Michael Cole, Bobby Hall, that maybe Nick Mills and Matt Grenier have a little bit of a draft going, but it's only 2 cars. The 82 ride of John Kinder, fortunately no one to draft with him. Chaz Cormier, no one there. See Wes Wingand, unfortunately, I do believe Wes is down a lap here in the 88 ride. The field under that green flag pit stops were able to work their way up and get in front of him, but he is in that lucky dog position. But unfortunately, he's in a position where he may get tied up. Some contact up into the wall. There it is. The 88 ride of Wes Wiggin, the 17 machine, also collected in that one. That's Jonathan Adkins, and the caution flag is going to come out late in this one, and that is going to mix things up here late in this race. Man, did we call that, or did we call that, chat? Somebody clip that. Let's see if we can get a quick clip on that over on Facebook, as, man, we called that one 100%. We saw that 88 truck, unfortunately, right there in the middle. He was kind of tied up there, nowhere to really go, and unfortunately, being a lap-down car, some of those drivers may not show as much lean or as much respect out there on the racetrack as what he would hope for, and they took him 4 wide, and unfortunately, the 88 truck getting the worst end of that deal. Jonathan Adkins with some pretty heavy damage as well. Is our 3rd caution flag of the night coming out. We'll take it back here and see them go 4 wide right here. Looks like the 99 truck just kind of slides up the racetrack. Adam Lancaster jumps down to the bottom side. Go 4 wide, and then right there, West gets a little bit of a nudge there from the 99 up the racetrack in front of the 17 ride of Jonathan Adkins, and I do believe it was the 34 ride of Bill Miller getting some heavy damage there as well. There are the 2 drivers. Yeah, Bill right there underneath of our that 88 ride, as we'll jump right on board here with the 34 ride and see what he sees. We'll take a look as well from, oh man, almost looks like a little bit of net coat is what really got that underway there. We'll jump on board with Jonathan Adkins here and see what the number 17 ride can see here. Let's see if we can jump into a different angle here. Let's see if we can jump up into a far chase and see. Oh yeah, just tough break right there for the 17 truck. Suck up into that outside wall, comes down the track. It's back into the 88 ride. Gonna back it into that inside wall as well, and damage all around that truck. Some heavy smoke, and fortunately he's taking that thing down pit side here. A little bit of oil and a lot of heavy damage. Same with the 88 truck of Wes Wingett as he's parked down pit side. Looks like he's going to get that car quickly repaired. Bill Miller down there getting some repairs done to his ride as well. This is exactly what our leaders did not want to see. We had about 7-8 cars broken away from the rest of the field here. That's going to stack them all back up late in this one. We're going to stack them up, re-rack them, and get them back out here for some green flag racing, hopefully down to the end, but things may not be over yet. We may still see a few more caution flags as this is go time. You start to see some drivers work their way back up through the field here. You see Jared Mogard now up into that 8th position as 00 ride not holding back anymore. He's been activated trying to get back to the front of the field. He won our race at Chicagoland about an hour or so ago. Earlier in the evening, our first race, the 00 ride was parked down here at Victory Lane, and he's trying to set himself up for another opportunity here at Talladega. The 99 truck of James Allen with some pretty heavy damage all around that machine. Looks like they may be putting him at the back of the pack there, so we'll have to wait and see what comes as the 99 machine. A ton of damage, man. I'm sure he's already taken his fast repair after getting collected in a couple wrecks earlier on in the evening. Here he is in our 3rd caution flag of the night, getting collected again. So the 99 truck, unfortunately, has been all around it here in this one. Looks like they are going to put him back at the rear of the field. It's the 88 truck of Wes Wingett out there. Not sure if Wes is on the lead lap or not, as looks like some of the lap times have gotten a little bit messed up here. I think Wes may be the first car 1 lap down. Jonathan Adkins, unfortunately, still parked down pit side. Still getting a ton of repairs done. That 17 machine as they go hard to work there for him. Don't see Justin Winters out there anymore either. RS Senator and Kenny Wayne Eck, unfortunately, all calling it a night and parking their rides down pit side here at Talladega Super Speedway as we're going to get ready to set them back loose. I do believe the lights to turn off that official iRacing pace car. There they go, and we're going to get ready to set them loose here next time by. Right down into the Geico restart zone, and we're going to go back to green flag racing. Quickly up through the gears, you see the 42 ride out in front of the 17 machine of Austin Allen, making some moves there, getting the 17 ride out in front. He's got a good shove coming from the 8 ride. 42. Oh, they're bouncing around the 8 machine of Cody Verrill up into the outside wall. He's going to slide back all the way from 2nd back into about the 11th position. He's now 3 wide there with John Kinder, as Kinder is going to work his way around and back up inside the top 10 for the 82 machine, as here comes the 00, our first race winner of the evening, already up in front here as the 00, Jared Mugard, has been activated, and here he is taking the lead away with only 2 more laps left to go. Mugard trying to jump up here and win this second race of the night as well, trying to go back-to-back here for the Dash of Cash presented by Bluegrass Racing Series here as, man, Mugard, one-man show here so far tonight. Some contact behind them. They're wrecking. Hang on to it. They're wrecking back here. Caution flag coming back out. The 99 truck collected, the 16, the 34. The big one happening down the backstretch here. They're still wrecking down in corner number 3. Dust, debris, and smoke all throughout the air here. As we'll take another look at this one, as I believe that was our previous caution flag. Let's go back here to this one. All right, everything was a little bit mixed up here out of corner number 2. Everyone's kind of bouncing around. Let's see if we can get a little bit more of an aerial view of this one as see, that's what I believe it's the 13 truck or the 17, one or the other. 5-6 trucks collected there, and that one some pretty heavy damage, some repairs that may not be able to be made out there for some of these guys. As play it back just a little bit. I do believe the 13 truck may have been right around it. That would be the 13. Where is he on here? There's Brian Terry. It's Terry right in the 4th row here on the inside. Has the 17 truck that is outside, and it looks like maybe just a little bit of net. Not a lot of damage there, as it looks like maybe a little bit of net code error coming in there for the 13 machine. And what kind of starts this all here? It's up the racetrack into the 21. A couple 17s going around. The 34 ride collected. The 88 ride of Wes Wingen collected again as well. Let me see here. Let's see from Wes Wingen what happens here. Is I believe Winged right in the middle of that one. See that little bit of a slide right there. Looks like just the tail kind of tags the 13 truck with a little bit of net coat, sends them back up the racetrack. Or they go for the 21 truck, the 88 truck right here, trying to come down the racetrack to avoid it. Get some contact there with the 16 machine. He's going to spin around hard into that inside wall. A lot of heavy damage there. Then none other drivers, unfortunately, getting collected in that one as they're all headed down pit side. You see James Allen down there. Austin Allen getting some work done as well. The Adam Lancaster in the 17 truck trying to get that thing repaired. Cody Verrill down there as well. Heavy damage there on the 88 or on the 8 ride. Jazz Cormier in the 16, some heavy damage. The 726 of Michael Cole with some pretty heavy damage. As the big one coming out here, as right now our race leader, the 00 rider, Jared Mugard. Love to see this race come to a close here, as we would love to back this one up and get back-to-back wins here this evening. Looks like he's going to have to hit a green-white checkered here perfectly and keep these drivers at bay. He's got Ed Osborne there in second, Cody Anderson in third. There's Bobby Hall Jr. having a nice clean race as well. Bobby Hall now back up inside the top 4 there as he's in that 4th position. John Kinder right there behind him. You can see Kinder with some pretty heavy front-end damage as well in the 82 truck, as some heavy damage there out of that one. Oof. That may affect that truck. Has been one of the better pushers here all night long. We've seen him push a lot of trucks at the front of the field. Late in this one, that front end damage may be a little bit too much. See the 13 ride. Brian Terry still out there. Looks like that truck, luckily enough, continuing to keep on rolling here. He's got that car fixed back up and ready to go back to Green Flag Racing. George Jewell there in 7th. Matt Grenier there in 8th. Cody Varel there in 9th. Then we see Nick Mills in 10th. The 21 ride, Bill Miller in the 34. James Allen in the 99 truck just staying out on the lead lap. I do believe Adam Lancaster coming back out as well. Pretty heavy damage here to quite a few drivers, as looks like Austin Allen still parked down pit side. Michael Cole down pit side as well still. Chaz Cormier, Wes Wingand. Jonathan Adkins still down pit side. And we've seen Justin Winters, RS Senator, and Kenny Wayne Eck unfortunately call it a night. Those 3 trucks have already been parked and back down in behind the wall, down in the garage. So a tough break for them as the lights are turned back off the official iRacing pace car. We're going to get ready to set them back loose here. Yet again, another green, white, checkered. We're going to get ready to go back to Green Flag Racing here from Talladega Super Speedway. Jared Mugard trying to make it 2 for 2 here on the night, trying to come home with the big payday, trying to get the back-to-back wins in the Bluegrass iRacing League or Series. Dash for cash here. Another Saturday night, a perfect night of racing action. We've only seen a handful of caution flags, and they've only been in this race. We saw our first race of the evening at Chicagoland go green to checkered without a caution flag, and this one we've seen a couple big ones already unfold, and they may not be done yet. We don't want to jinx them. We want to see these drivers get all the way back around and pick up the checkered flag without tearing up any more cars, but you gotta know that everyone out there that is inside basically the top 10, if they got a shot, they're gonna be going for it. I mean, maybe not the top 10. James Allen's currently in 10th. That car is tore up. Adam Lancaster as well. The 21 rider, Nick Mills. Bill Miller back there as well. Some tore up race cars. So we're gonna head back down to that Geico restart zone. We're going to get ready to set them back loose here for a green-white checkered finish. We're going to have to wait and see how this one all plays out. Can Mugard jump up there and go 2 for 2 in this one? Or does someone like Ed Osborne, Cody Anderson, Bobby Hall Jr., John Kinder jump up there and take this win away from that double zero ride? So he gets a great restart. He's got that Claude Haggerty super sponsor man, number 42 ride right there behind him. The 42 getting a good shove as well. The other 42 there in the VFP Incorporated number 42 to the high side, getting a good shove here by the 94 truck of Bobby Hall Jr. as they head down the backstretch there. Wiggling and wobbling, everyone trying to figure out where they can go here. Is a great shove still coming out of that 94. Bobby Hall Jr.'s got that 42 ride out in front. Jared Mugard trying to stick right there as 42 is going to drop down in front of Mugard. Mugard going to get back to his back bumper. To the 13 ride of Brian Terry trying to shove Bobby Hall Jr. up towards the front as they head up down the front stretch and into the tri-oval here. We're going to see that white flag fly. So one more time around, and as they go across the start-finish line, they're wrecking Bobby Hall Jr. collected in it. Bobby Hall Jr. with some massive damage there. Brian Terry, Nick Mills just barely getting through it. James Allen with some more damage, but we're going to race it right back down to the start-finish line. But it looks like they're going to throw the caution flag. No, yes, looks like the checkered flag is going to fly here. The caution flag and checkered flag going to come out, and it looks like it's going to be Ed Osborne picking up the checkered flag in this one. Jared Mogard coming home in second, and Cody Anderson there in third. Is I don't know, maybe they're going to race back down to the start-finish line here. But either way, looks like the 42 truck. Oh, whoa, nope, we're going to get a little bit tighter here. I don't know what just happened to the 42. They're going to race all the way back to the start-finish line, and it's going to be the double zero ride of Jared Mogard picking up the checkered flag, actually. As they head down across the line, they were throwing the checkered flag way back in corner number 2, so I'm not sure how this one's going to be scored. But it's showing me right now that Jared Mogard actually is our race winner. Right there at the start-finish line. So interesting how iRacing decided to throw that checkered flag way back in corner number 2 here at Talladega. I figured it was because of the wreck that was happening there in corner number 1. Maybe not. They race back to the start-finish line, and Jared Mogard's going to go back-to-back here. I do believe the 00 is going to pick up his second checkered flag of the evening, and that's going to give him the 2-race championship here, as well as Mogard gets it done, and he's going to send it down through the infield here. So he is our race winner at Talladega. We're going to pull our race winner up into the broadcast booth for his second post-race interview of the night. Give it up, though, chat, for this 00 machine of Jared Mogard. Playing some great strategy, hung out at the back of the field for so many laps early on in the evening. Just played it smart, played it safe, allowed some of the contact, some of the wrecks that happened in front of him. He was far enough back. He didn't get any damage, and then right there at the end, it didn't take him very long to work himself through the field. Got up at the front, avoided some more wrecks, and here he is, picking up yet again another checkered flag and burning down the house all over again. Ed Osborne coming home in second, and John Kinder coming home in position number 3, as we're going to jump up into the broadcast booth and pull in our race winner. As we see here, where is our race winner here? Where is Jared? Chat, where did he go? Where did he get to? Yo, Anton Farr coming in, showing the love. What is good, Anton? Great racing coverage, as always. Anton, my boy, much appreciate you coming in, showing the love, coming in, smashing that love, my boy. Much appreciate you, as we got our race winner up here into the broadcast booth now. Jared Mogard picking up his second checkered flag here of the evening. We got him up into the broadcast booth for his post-race interview. Hey, Jared, it's Aaron up here in the PeaceMaker broadcasting booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Jared, my boy, what a run, what a race, man. Coming back through the field here, up towards the front, and then right there at the end, just barely getting by and picking up the checkered flag over the 42 ride of Ed Osborne, as you're able to back it up here. Back-to-back races, picking up the checkered flag, man. Take us back through this one and how you got it done.
Yeah, just kind of, hung out there most of the race. And then we had the green flag stops there toward the end to make enough fuel and kind of come out in a good spot there. And then, the second to last yellow, I think we restarted 6 and didn't really expect to get up to the front there. But it looked like there were maybe some guys with damage or whatever, and ended up getting the lead there. And then that last yellow, I didn't really have a plan other than to just try and salvage it to grab the overall deal there. And yeah, missed the wreck there after we took the white, and it came to me on the backstretch. I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna pull the little NASCAR trick and let him get out ahead of me and try and run him down and make a run there at the end. And luckily it worked.
Absolutely, it definitely did. It looked like for a second there that iRacing decided to throw the checkered flag in corner number 2. I wasn't sure if maybe we threw the caution flag because of the wreck there across the start-finish line, taking the white, and maybe it was already just calling it there like they do in NASCAR. But that wasn't the fact. As you guys raced it all the way back to the start-finish line, you're able to make that final move there through the tri-oval, get to the outside of the 42, drag racing back to the start-finish line, and you park that 00 back up here in victory lane for the second time this evening, man. How does it feel to be, picking up the extra payday, that dash for cash, back-to-back wins here, and putting some extra coin into your back pocket?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's why we signed up to run this deal, right? You try and win a little bit of money, if not just have a good run and whatnot. But like I said after the Chicagoland race, hats off to Jason and everybody for putting these deals on. Obviously, us drivers need to come support it, and we had a decent field tonight. I would have thought there would have been more, but that's how it goes sometimes. Night before Easter and whatnot. So probably had a little bit to do with it, but yeah, it was a good race, good racing, really, both races. A couple of wrecks here tonight at Talladega, which you'll have that when you're bumping and net code and just hitting wrong and whatnot. But yeah, it was still a pretty good race, and like I said, I had to be lucky and managed to miss everything prior to the last lap there, and was able to look like a genius there, letting them get out front and getting them there at the line. But yeah.
Absolutely, Jared. Well, a great run and a great drive here for yourself once again tonight. Who would you like to thank up here in the broadcast booth for such another great performance, another strong run, and another checkered flag for the 00 machine?
Yeah, first and foremost, I think Chris Titus, one of my old team owners, he paid our entry fee this week to come run this deal, and so shout out to him for hooking us up there. TDS Internet, iBuy Power Computers, Asus Monitors, Twitch Race Report. Again, Jason and everybody for putting this deal on. Hats off to all the drivers for coming out. Hopefully the fans enjoyed it. Then, of course, you as well for doing the broadcast for both races.
Absolutely, my boy. Well, Jared, congratulations on picking up yet again another checkered flag, and man, it's getting good to talk to you up here in the broadcast booth, back-to-back races, man. We're gonna be definitely on first name basis before the end of things, probably the end of the week here, man. As you're on a heck of a run, a heck of a drive. Hopefully these back-to-back wins will build some good momentum up for you, and hopefully we'll see that 00 ride go for a big run and a lot of checkered flags over the next couple weeks after Easter, and hopefully you really reel in the momentum swing here for yourself.
Yeah, as long as they keep doing this deal here, the Dash for Cash deal, and we're home, we'll be here.
Beauty. Well, Jared, congratulations once again, and hopefully enjoy that extra little bit of money, and hopefully don't party too hard down there in Victory Lane.
Oh no, not at all. Thank you, appreciate it.
Have a good one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for that number 00 ride of Jared Mogart as he comes home once again with the second checkered flag of the evening, man. What a run and what a race out of that 00 ride, man. To be able to come home with such stiff competition and be able to back it up here with back-to-back checkered flags is pretty much unheard of, man, and that is absolutely amazing to see. And, man, a good drive here from the 42 ride as well, Ed Osborne. Ed coming home here in position number 2, one spot short, only a little bit short. You saw that checkered flag right there in front of him, and unfortunately just couldn't beat Jared back to the start-finish line. But Ed with a great run, putting himself in a great position here to try to pick up this checkered flag tonight. Unfortunately, coming home that one spot short. We're going to bring him up into the broadcast booth here for his post-race interview. Hey, Ed, it's Aaron up here in the PeaceMaker broadcasting booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Ed, my boy, what a run, what a drive there, my boy. Coming right down to the end. You see that checkered flag in our flag man's hand. You almost had it, but that 00 ride jumping up, finding a way to get around you there. And drag racing back to the start-finish line. He had that little bit of extra momentum and was able to beat you there across the line. But, man, a great race, a great run for yourself, being there in position for the checkered flag and still coming home with a solid top 2 run. It's got to feel pretty good here tonight.
Yeah, it really does. Jared, he was just a little better than I was, but when they wrecked there at the start finish line, I don't know what happened. I think the 13 maybe got into Bobby Hall and chaos ensued, but Jared kind of played it smart there and just pushed me real hard for that next lap and kind of got us out in front of the other guys just enough to where he could set that up. And I knew I was a sitting duck there, but man, I had a lot of fun tonight. That was a lot of fun. Never had to use fast repair, so it was a good, clean race for me. Really enjoyed getting to run with Team Elite tonight. Some of my old buddies, John and Adam and Matt. That was a lot of fun right there. But yeah, second place, we'll take it. I don't know where I ended up. in the overall for both races. Didn't have a great first race, but it was decent for me, I guess.
Absolutely, my boy. Well, we'll definitely have to take a look at the final points standings and everything else to see where you line up. But, man, nonetheless, still a great run, a great performance, and a great drive here for you in this one, man. A good top two finish with such tough competition. Great drivers out there. Being able to avoid all the wrecks that were happening here at Talladega is any moment, anything can happen. And a lot of times it's nowhere in your control. You just kind of get caught up in other people's carnage, and here you are with a good, clean car down at the end and a solid top two finish. Ed, who do you got to thank for such a great performance and great drive out there tonight in this one?
Yeah, big shout out to my boys over at VFP, of course. They're always backing me and watching me and cheering me on. That means a lot. Like I said, thanks to Elite tonight for letting me run with those guys. That was a lot of fun to get to sit in with some of the old school guys again. Uh, Jason, great series. All of it is. Really looking forward to what's upcoming.
Absolutely, man. There's always some big races on the horizon, big series, and everything else. I know Jason's got some big plans, and I'm sure he's going to continue putting the work in and bringing you guys in more drivers and more cars and putting on these, money races and some big shows and big races, big series. And it's going to be pretty exciting here for the Bluegrass Racing League. And it's going to be a lot of fun to see and a lot of exciting racing for all the fans in the stands and the drivers as well.
Oh, yeah.
Beauty. Will Ed, congratulations on the second place run here at Talladega, and hopefully have yourself a wonderful evening, a wonderful night, and hopefully you'll be able to earn yourself a little bit of an extra payday, and hopefully you end up pretty high in the final points standings.
Yes, sir. I hope so. We'll see.
Beauty.
Appreciate you guys up there, man.
Beauty, Ed. Have yourself a wonderful night. Have yourself a wonderful evening, and hopefully we'll see you back up here in the broadcast booth the next one.
Yeah, copy that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for Mr. Ed Osborne as he comes home there in position number 2. Man, what a run and what a drive for Ed Osborne as he comes home in position number 2. We're going to take a look here and see if we can find our third place finisher, Mr. John Kinder, but I don't see John. John's up in the Elite Motorsports area. I might be able to drag him in for his post-race interview here. So let's see if we can quickly get John up here for his post-race interview as we can pull that. Oh, that's not the spot we want to be. All right, let me see if we can pull John in here. Let me go full screen on this. Okay, we're going to pull in our third place finisher now. The number 82 ride of John Kinder as he comes home in position number 3. A great run and a great drive here from John as we're going to pull him up into the broadcast booth. Hey, John, it's Aaron up here in the PeaceMaker broadcasting booth. You get a copy?
Yes, sir.
John, man, what a run, what a drive. That ride of yours, man, that 82 truck was looking very, very fast, very good here throughout the evening in this race as we saw you really push a lot of drivers up towards the front there. We saw you get some big runs there and give these guys some shoves. You were right there behind Adam Lancaster for so long throughout the race. We saw you in behind Wes Winged, and you're just a really solid pusher out there. You're continuously getting that truck of yours up towards the front, kind of just holding pace right there behind them, biding your time, waiting to make that move late in the runs. And unfortunately, just that little bit of contact late here with that final. We were taking that white flag and they started a wreck there, and I think you got a little bit of contact with that and already had some front end damage. Just didn't look like you could quite get enough of a run to catch back up to Ed and Jared to make a move for the win here, but still a good solid top 3 run and a great job out there staying nice and clean and trying to keep that car out up at the front of the field all night long.
Yeah, it was a lot of we got damage on pit road, and that kind of killed us. Had to come back in, fix that, and then Adam there, I got in the back of him when everybody wrecked in front of us. I knew I didn't have much to push with, so I was kind of surprised that it got as big a run as it did at the end. Adam was trying to stay with me, but he had damage too. So lucky to come home in top 3. We'll take it.
Absolutely, man. After a little bit of carnage-filled second race of the evening, we had the first race. We didn't see a single caution flag for a whole 50 laps, but that's Talladega. When you come to this racetrack, anything can happen. We've seen races where they go clean and green, just like we saw at Chicagoland. Fortunately, this one had some incidences out there. We saw some drivers get caught up, some drivers go through for some wild rides out there, and luckily enough, as you said, right there at the very end, even with damage on your ride after a couple incidences yourself, here you are up inside the top 3. Who do you got to thank for such a strong performance, a great car, and some great teamwork to keep that 82 ride in this thing throughout the entire evening and park it up here on the podium?
Yeah, Adam, Ed, Matt, Justin, we all worked really good together. I thought Ed was going to pick up the win there, but it was really good teamwork to keep us on the right strategy and staying up front. So those guys did a heck of a job. Rims won, Ghostface Brewery, for always supporting me. So and Bluegrass iRacing Series, because it's a great place to race.
Absolutely, my boy. Absolutely. As John, congratulations on a solid third place run. Another good drive for yourself. And, coming home in the top 3 has always got to feel pretty good. But I'm sure you're going to be itching to get back out here and try to park that 82 right up here in Victory Lane in the next one. So we hope to see you back out here for our next Dash for Cash. I'm not sure when Jason's going to get it all figured out and if we're going to get another one going, but hopefully we do, and hopefully we'll see you guys back out here and see you back up in the broadcast booth in those ones.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate what you guys do.
Absolutely, John. Have yourself a wonderful evening, and congratulations once again on that third place run.
Yeah, happy Easter all.
Yes, happy Easter to you as well. Good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for our third place finisher there, Mr. John Kinder, as John comes home there in position number 3. A great run and a great race here all night long, but unfortunately, chat, we got to call it there on that note. Your boy has got to get ready to go to work here, as we're going to quickly just throw her up into the intermission screen here. Unfortunately, your boy has got to get ready to head out. We got to head to work. So, listen, thank y'all for tuning in, man. Everyone that sat here and, watched on a Saturday night, if you're not at the racetrack or if you were at the racetrack, tuning in, showing the love, showing the support here, not only for myself, but for all these drivers out here. And the Bluegrass iRacing Series is, man, a great night of racing action. We saw some great battles out there, a lot of side-by-side fights and everything else, and these guys put on a great show for us, and I can't thank them enough for bringing me on board to be a part of it, and I can't thank you guys enough for tuning in and being a part of this one, man. That's absolutely awesome to see. Absolutely awesome to see each and every one of you here every single night of the week. To anyone that tuned in and watched, we all thank you, and to any of the racers out there, a huge thank you to them as well for coming together, putting this on, and obviously a huge shout out to Jason Collins putting all this on behind the scenes, making sure that all these drivers are here, getting the money for all these money races and everything else put together. And obviously a huge thank you to all the sponsors here for the Bluegrass iRacing Series as well, and all of my sponsors here on PeaceMaker Gaming. But listen, guys, thank y'all for tuning in. Unfortunately, I got about 10 minutes and I gotta be at work. So thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm not sure what we're gonna get going. It is Easter, so we may not be live tomorrow. So we may see you back Monday evening. I'll let you guys know. But anyways, I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace out, baby. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! What a race. What a show.